Now, angle between two planes. Angle between two planes is the measure of inclination of the planes, as in the case of angle between two lines. But we can see that angle between two planes is equal to the angle between their normals. Same as the angle between their normals. Therefore, to find the angle between two planes, we find the angle between their normals. So, first consider the equations of the planes. Let us assume this r dot n1 equal to d1 and r dot n2 is equal to d2 with the equations of the plane. Vector equations of the planes. Then this n1 and this n2 are the normals to the planes. Normal vectors to the planes. Therefore, if theta is the angle between their normals, then this cos theta is equal to modulus of this n1 dot n2 divided by modulus of n1 into modulus of n2. This is cos theta. And therefore, theta is equal to cos inverse. So this is the angle between the normals, and hence it is the angle between the two planes. Now this is in the vector form. We can have its Cartesian form also. For this, let us write the equations of the planes in the Cartesian form. So let us take the equations as, say, a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1 equal to 0, equation of the first plane, and this a2x plus b2y plus c2z plus d2 equal to 0, the equation of the second plane. So, if these two are the equations of the two planes, then this a1, b1, c1 are the direction ratios of the normal to the first plane, and this a2, b2, c2 are the direction ratios of the normal to the second plane. Hence, if theta is the angle between the normals, then cos theta is given by cos theta is equal to modulus of this a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2 divided by root of a1 squared plus b1 squared plus c1 squared into root of a2 squared plus b2 squared plus c2 squared. So this is cos theta, and hence theta is equal to cos inverse this. So this is the angle between the normals, and hence this is the angle between the planes in the Cartesian form. Okay? And now we can have two more results from this, which are one condition for perpendicularity and condition for parallelism. Perpendicularity of two planes, parallels of two planes. If the two planes are perpendicular, then their normals are perpendicular. If the two planes are parallel, then their normals are parallel. So we can apply the condition in this expression. Suppose the two planes are perpendicular, then theta is 90, cos theta is cos 90, which is 0. So this fraction equal to 0. This means this numerator equal to 0. This a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2 equal to 0. And this is the condition for perpendicularity of the two planes. Okay? A similar result we have seen in the case of lines. Condition for perpendicularity. A similar result we have seen. Similarly, we can have the condition for parallelism. in the case of this lines, we have derived sin theta from this and applied the condition for parallelism in that sin theta. If the two planes are parallel, then theta equal to 0. So, as in the case of this lines, we can derive the condition as this a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. This as the condition for parallelism. This corresponding coefficients and their ratio equal, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2 for parallelism of the two planes. So remember these two, condition for perpendicularity and also condition for parallelism, very useful in problems. Okay.